Welcome again, friends. So we continue from where we left last time, and we say that you are saying that the biggest thing about the whole thing is that if you wanted to stop smoking, stop consuming alcohol, whiskey, and opium, and the rest of them, the first thing you must decide by yourself. See that? Because after you have decided that you want to stop, and the rest of the procedures and everything around your environment will be, you see that even if when it comes without you knowing, you cannot stretch your hand and do things without knowing. You have to stop. Decide. You have to decide to stop. And when you have decided, but if you don't want to, if you haven't decided to stop, you will start, you see that when you start doing things, you continue doing things involuntarily and involuntarily. You see, voluntary actions and involuntary actions. You will start doing things involuntarily, smoking, pouring whiskey and drinking it without knowing. So if you wanted to do that, if you wanted to stop, you must first decide, and you must advertise it to the people around you that I want to decide. That's enough. When you've decided now, when you start sitting, after deciding now, so the second step follows isolation. Now you go and isolate yourself from the rest of the world. See that? Go and isolate yourself, and you sit alone, doing things, not just idling, doing things, but when your mind touches that thing of whistle, opium, or stopping thinking, breaking the circuit, leaving it, stopping thinking is now easier. See that you had decided, you didn't want. It is easy. It just happened automatically without you, provided that you have decided you don't, and you have told it to everyone, people around you in your environment, that you want to stop. Even this air will stop smoking. The air, the environment, the light from the sun, and everything, the water, see that, the grass, everything will stop automatically wanting a dose of the nicotine. See that? So that's how it is, gentlemen. It happens like that. And you have to isolate yourself. After isolating yourself, and the influence of friends and things and people in your environment and doing things involuntarily, that one is now cancelled. Now you are saved from all those obstacles and effects. Now what you do is, you just stay inside and isolate yourself. And if there's something that you can be doing, watching the TV, listening to the radio, reading the newspaper, writing something, you see that, going, weeding the flowers, and then weeding, working in the garden. When you get home, you isolate yourself. See that? You do things, 1, 2, 3 things that can, washing, laundering, washing the cutlery, and just home course alone. See that your activities, you spread them in your daytime. That is 12 hours of the daylight, and then the night you'll be in bed sleeping. Or when you go to other activities, let them not be activities that will be drawing you back to whiskey, back to opium, and back to what? To tobacco, cigarette smoking, or chewing. Yes, chewing tobacco. You see that? So that's how it happens. And you must isolate yourself. Isolating yourself helps you to stop smoking the first cigarette, spending your first day without a word, without touching the cigarettes. After doing that, the second day, the third day, the third day is the biggest day. By that time, you have recovered all, the body has recovered all its powers. You see that? This is when you want to make a move. You think first and decide where to step, where to go, which direction. You see that? You don't stretch without knowing. Reach the bottle and get the glass and pour and you get drunk without knowing. It's helping you do what? Think. Who say that? It is. It does what? Who say that? It doesn't. It makes you drunk. A drunk man doesn't think, doesn't reason. Drunk men shit in their trousers, even in their clothing. You see that? Drunk people are ashamed. You see that? Drunk people are ashamed. In the same way, cigarette, though it doesn't make us drunk, but it hurts. So after isolating yourself and creating activities in your day, see that? In your day, there are 12 hours of the day, daylight. In the morning after breakfast at 8, I'll start with this. And then during the after that I'll go to this. After that I'll go to this. Spread the activities in your day so that it fits with the 12 days. Save yourself from idling. The idling which will lead to boredom. The boredom which will lead to other psychological complications, which will then lead you to back into the spell again. You'll be looking for things to make you happy. See that? Things to fascinate you, things to keep the adrenaline flowing in your system. You see that? Things that sometimes will be very hard. And sometimes during the search, you might wonder, of course, and find yourself in other deeper problems. See that? Where now you cannot come back. See that? Sometimes problems. See that? Problem. You might find yourself in the wrong company just to keep yourself busy so that you don't notice the grind of life, how it does what? As it goes by. See that? You don't notice it, how it's happening. Because you're in the company of friends. Not the company of friends. Try to do something to better your own conditions and situations, not following because you are in a company, in the company of a gang, because you are a gang. So that way you might end up finding yourself in other worse situations that you cannot even heal you immediately. It will need another money, it will need a whole world to come here to save Ambuli. Ambuli is gone off course. He's joined the wrong company, the wrong kind of friends. And Ambuli doesn't know that in order to get corn or potatoes or yam, you have to dig and plant something where? A seed in the ground. Ambuli doesn't do that nowadays. He's thinking it might rain from heaven or someone will produce it in the laboratory. You see that? Things that don't exist. Now you are back to Egypt and bondage and suffering. See that? So if you want to save yourself, you must isolate yourself. And after doing that, you know how to live about. And then that's the biggest thing. And then you can add in the rest. But me, I never added anybody's advice. So, but I broke that the first time, the second day, the third day, the third day, you are someone, a different man. You're controlling your own life. The fourth day, now you are going off out of the brackets now, doing your own thing, a different life now. And that's how it happens. And it goes. And isolating yourself during that process is very, very important. It helps you to do what? To break, to stop, to live your first day without touching a cigarette. And that's how it happened to me. And the second day, the third day, I was a different man. I go to the social center, socialize with people, and advertise to everyone. I'm no longer a smoker. You see that stuff? I'm no longer a smoker. I don't smoke. I don't eat tobacco and its products, opium and its products, and whiskey, Morgan, and see that the beer I don't eat. You shout after shouting that The third day, don't go to the social places, social centers until the third day when you have, and now you can tell these people, no, I don't want. And that is usually very effective after you have experienced the first signs of the harm that tobacco smoking and consumption causes to your health biologically. See that? It hurts the biology in your body. It the tar that collects in the it has blocked the alveoli, and there's no way you can remove it unless you go to the theater. They cut it, put it out, clean it, open it, clean it, and sew it back and put it back where? Something like that. Otherwise, naturally, once it's gone inside, you'll be coughing the thick mucus-like stuff, and it's only one way. It's not reversible, or cannot turn or change lanes or anything like that, unless you stop it and alter it the way I just whispered to you. That's how it is, and that's how I did it. See that? And if you wanted help, it is good if you got the help of someone who has been in that world and managed to do what? To escape. So after isolating yourself, the next step now is the help of the people in your environment. Everything. See, psychologists and other scientists say that even the colors on the wall contribute to the quality of life in your house or where you are. You see, the colors, even the scents. You see that? They say even the scents, even the geography of where you are contributes to the what? The quality of the. That's how they say. But to me, it is true, yes. But I don't know about the colors. I don't know about the clothing, the fashions and lifestyles and dishes and style. You cut the haircut on your head, the hairstyle you're wearing, see that? The tattoos and everything. But that's how it is. After succeeding in this, next it is the help of the people who are in your environment, and this we will see or talk about it in the next episode of this show. That you have, it must work. You must get your freedom and live your life a free man, not worshipping cigarettes, whiskey, opium, cocaine anymore. So that it worked unto me, it must also work unto you. And everyone who wants to quit smoking, everyone who wants to stop doing what? Everyone who wants to stop, depending on the on the drugs and tobacco for happiness and fascination. You see that? Hmm? See that? Hmm? People want to live without. It's a normal human being. Hmm? Thrill, thrill is normal part of life. Without the thrill, life slumps. It goes down, down the what? Down the graph again. So with thrill, you get more healthier when you're active, and you see that? Not replacing that with a stick of cigarette. You will want that. Then you want to socialize, join, sit with people, do things with people. That will help alleviate the stress that you go through when you say you idle, and then you start getting what? You idle and then you start getting bored. After getting bored now, when you get a tot of whiskey, you camouflage with your eyes, your vision, your camouflage your nervous system with it. Now start seeing as if it's a good thing because it has fooled you. Life has passed. It is already 12 hours now. Now people are changing the day from daylight to night without you noticing it. It feels very good for a stressed and bored mind. So we'll continue next time from there. Thank you for listening and see you then.